Покажи мне дорогу, хип-хоп пошлет. Моя, а я твоя лесть, я воин Божий есть. Подари надежду жить по...
A drone attack caused a major fire at an oil depot in Russia's resort city of Sochi, according to local authorities. More than 120 firefighters were deployed to battle the blaze, which engulfed a fuel tank in the Adler district. Regional Governor Veniamin Kondratiev said on his Telegram channel, a 2,000 cubic meter, approximately 70,000 cubic foot fuel tank was on fire. Russia's state-owned RIA Novosti reported, citing emergency officials in the Krasnodar region where Sochi is located. Russia's civil aviation agency, Rosaviatsia, said flights at Sochi airport were suspended to ensure air safety. The drone strike is a part of Ukraine's continued campaign to target Russian energy infrastructure seen as critical to Moscow's war effort. Sochi, which hosted the 2014 Winter Olympics, has rarely been targeted during the war, though a previous Ukrainian drone attack in the Adler district late last month reportedly killed a woman, according to Russian authorities. The broader Krasnodar region is home to key refineries, including the Ilsky plant, one of the largest in southern Russia, and a repeated target of Ukrainian drone strikes. Meanwhile, the governor of Russia's Voronezh region claimed that another Ukrainian drone strike injured a woman and caused multiple fires. They said installations were targeted in the central Russian cities of Ryazan, Penza, as well as Voronezh, not far from the border with Ukraine. The Voronezh regional governor said 4 people were injured in one drone strike. Ukraine has not commented on the strikes. It has been targeting Russia's energy infrastructure in retaliation to Russia's sustained bombardment of Ukraine's energy grid throughout the war. Russia's defense ministry said its air defenses intercepted 93 Ukrainian drones overnight, 60 of which were over the Black Sea region. After the attacks, Russians were outraged as Gen Z girls in Sochi filmed the burning city for their TikTok videos. As expected, the girls who filmed a video against the backdrop of a burning oil depot in Adler have been detained. According to local media, 21-year-old Dasha and 19-year-old Karina were taken to the police station. They shot a video to the track Crimson Dawn against the backdrop of the fire after a UAV attack in Sochi. Earlier, their video was posted by public pages Ekaterina Mizalina and right-wing activist Pozniakov. Many called for the girls to be forced to apologize for their actions. We do feel a bit sorry for the girls. Let's just hope they won't end up being sent to the front as entertainment for the troops. On the other side, Russia attacked a key bridge in Ukraine's Kherson Oblast, prompting local officials to urge residents to evacuate. The strike occurred around 6 p.m. local time, when Russian forces dropped 2 guided bombs on the city of Kherson, according to regional authorities. The attack damaged a bridge connecting the city to the Korabel neighborhood. 3 houses and a high-rise residential building were also damaged, officials said. No casualties were immediately reported. Kherson Oblast Governor Alexander Prokudin wrote on Telegram at 11:45 a.m. that Russian forces were once again striking the same bridge. Prokudin urged residents of the Korabel district to evacuate, citing complications to logistics and infrastructure. As a result of the airstrike, logistics have been complicated. Because of this, it will be difficult to deliver food and other things for the time being, Prokudin wrote on Telegram. Kherson Oblast, located in southern Ukraine just north of Russian-occupied Crimea, has been repeatedly targeted by Russian forces since the start of the full-scale invasion. It's unclear why Russia attacked this bridge. Perhaps it's a response to Ukraine's recent counteroffensive actions in the Zaporizhzhia region, driven by fear of a potential Ukrainian advance from that direction. In Russia's Jewish autonomous region, 5 tanker cars derailed and spilled fuel for unknown reasons. This was announced in the main directorate of the Russian Ministry of Emergency Situations in the region. There was a report of a derailment of 6 diesel fuel wagons at the Inn station on Track 13 in the Svitovici district. 4 cars are on the tracks, 2 cars are lying on their sides, the department wrote on its Telegram channel. It is noted that this incident did not affect the movement of other trains. There were no fatalities or injuries as a result of the incident. On June 19th, 11 freight train cars derailed at Kargopolye station in the Kurgan region. It is specified that as a result of this incident, there were no casualties or fatalities. Russia says it has no idea why the train cars derailed. Funny, we know exactly why, but we'll keep that to ourselves. Clowns. With drug use widespread on the Russian front lines, it's not surprising that soldiers are overdosing. In this video, a military medic is providing first aid to a man who has had a drug overdose prior to sending him to a hospital. There have been many accounts of the scale of drug use in the Russian army. Corruption, drugs, alcohol all around, as one ex-Wagner soldier has put it. At least 1 in 10 Russian soldiers is reported to be using drugs. Drug use on the front line has been attributed to a variety of factors: boredom, stress from the continuous threat of drone attacks, disillusionment, lack of oversight by absent commanders, ready availability of drugs in the gangster-ridden occupied territories. Commanders are deeply implicated, at the very least turning a blind eye to drug dealing in exchange for bribes, and in the worst cases actively controlling drug distribution. Soldiers and even officers have been tortured and murdered for intervening. Harsh punishments are often inflicted for drug use, such as beatings, being thrown into a pit, or being tied to trees for days. Some soldiers caught with drugs have been zeroed out, executed. However, he might take comfort from knowing that drugs are equally readily available to assault troops, who know that they are likely going to their death shortly in any case. Ukrainian military intelligence has obtained a trove of classified internal documents related to one of Russia's newest strategic nuclear submarines, the K-555 Knyaz Pozharsky, part of the Project 955A Borea class. The intelligence haul includes a whole crew roster with names, ranks, qualifications, and physical fitness assessments, combat instructions for crew operations, detailed technical diagrams of the vessel's combat systems, survivability infrastructure, and organizational structure, cabin and compartment regulations, protocols for transferring injured personnel and cargo, as well as procedures for towing and additional onboard responsibilities, engineering reports, including a technical analysis of a damaged radio buoy, listing all personnel and facilities involved in the investigation. Additionally, Ukrainian intelligence has acquired an excerpt from the submarine's ship schedule log, a comprehensive document governing the vessel's daily combat and routine operations. Project 955A Borea submarines form a cornerstone of the Kremlin's so-called nuclear triad. Each sub carries 16 launch silos for R-30 Bulava intercontinental ballistic missiles, with each missile capable of delivering up to 10 nuclear warheads. The Knyaz Pozharsky was officially inducted into Russia's Northern Fleet, specifically the 31st Submarine Division, on July 24, 2025. It is permanently based in Gadzhievo, Murmansk Oblast. Russian dictator Vladimir Putin personally oversaw the submarine's commissioning into active duty. The intelligence acquired by Ukrainian specialists offers critical insights into the technical limitations and operational vulnerabilities of the Knyaz Pozharsky and other Project 955A submarines, assets central to Moscow's imperial ambitions. A Russian missile strike hit the southern Ukrainian city of Mykolaiv overnight, injuring 7 and damaging homes and civilian infrastructure, according to Ukrainian officials. Following the attacks, emergency crews from Ukraine's State Emergency Service were dispatched to the site to conduct rescue operations and extinguish fires caused by the attack. 4 people injured received medical care at the site of the attack, while 2 men, aged 57 and 74, were hospitalized in moderate condition, Mykolaiv Mayor Alexander Sienkiewicz said early in the morning. Another man, aged 32, received outpatient treatment for injuries. Located about 480 kilometers, 298 miles, southwest of Kyiv, Mykolaiv remains near the front lines and has faced repeated Russian drone and artillery attacks. Strikes have routinely damaged homes, utilities, and critical infrastructure, impacting civilian life across the region.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comments section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.